Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Isabel. Today I am filming the last video that will go on my channel of the year 2022, and I'm going to wrap up the year of 2022. I'm going to talk about everything that I did during the year, and that's pretty much it. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to basically go through from the beginning of 2022 in January. The first memorable thing that I did was I cut my hair. I'll put pictures in. I'll sit slightly to this side and then I can put pictures here. So I cut my hair on the 14th of January. I've got stuff written and I've got my phone to look through both of them. So yeah, I cut my hair. I had cut my hair myself previously from when we went into lockdown. I started cutting my own hair because my dead ends were bad and I just needed to cut my hair, do you know what I mean? I had to take on cutting my own hair, and then I got very confident with it and went quite short, which I still have quite short hair, as you can see. I also now dye it by myself. On the 16th of February, which is my next one I have written down, on Wednesday, I went on a day out, which I actually have as a vlog. I went with my mum. We went to charity shops, we went to the botanical gardens, we saw squirrels. I remember that day that we went out. It started raining really torrentially. We went onto Exall Road, down all those charity shops, and honestly we were pelted with rain. On the 23rd of February, which was a Wednesday, we went out again. We went to Encliffe Park. Do you remember that? I think I've got some pictures from that day. I'm pretty sure it's where there was a cute little dog running around. That was during the day I went to Encliffe Park. I went on a night out. To me, a night out isn't like a lot of other teenagers' nights out probably. I went to see a band called the Marples, who I went to see them when it was the original lineup of people. They've switched the lineup now. I went to see them. They were great. There was also a few other bands on as well that were really good. On Sunday the 20th of March, I went to my first Sam Fender concert. It was incredible. I'm trying to think. It was Nottingham. I've also got a vlog of that. So yeah, that was honestly one of the best experiences ever. I really enjoyed Nottingham. I'm pretty sure I ate in a restaurant there that was a Greek style restaurant, which I very much enjoyed. I love Greek food. So I would go back to Nottingham purely for that restaurant, honestly. We went to Nottingham Castle as well, and we messed around on this kids playground thing. And then on the 23rd of March, I went to the Cat Cafe in Sheffield, called Tabby Teas. I absolutely adore, sorry, I'm looking for more stuff. I absolutely adore it. It's incredible. So yeah, I went to Tabby Teas Cat Cafe, and that was brilliant. Then on the 24th and 5th of March, it was just sunny days. I had really sunny days, so I just sat in the garden all day and looked at the aeroplanes in the sky. I love doing that, just sitting and looking up and watching all the aeroplanes on a really clear day. I love doing that. And you can also get Flight Radar on your phone, right, on Google, and then just look at look at where everyone's going on holiday or coming back from holiday. It's so much fun. On the Wednesday 6th of April, we're in April now. Oh my god, April the 6th! Shut up! I've been to 2 concerts on April the 6th of 2 different years. I went April 6, 2019 and April 6, 2022. But yeah, I saw Sam Fender again in Newcastle. Newcastle was mind-blowing. Obviously Sam Fender is from Newcastle, but I didn't know how incredible it would be when he performed there. Everyone had flags, I think it was the flags for the football team, is it black and white stripes? The football team or something? I don't, attack me if I'm wrong, okay? Please. But yeah, no. And then they had this big flag that was going around the stadium, and there were these boys behind us. And when I first got there and we sat there, I was like, oh, they're gonna be trouble, they're gonna be annoying. They were the sweetest boys on earth, honestly. They were they had drinks, so I was like, oh, they're gonna be a bit rowdy. And then Sam Fender came out and they were like, oh, oh. And then one was like, mate, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on, I can't see him well enough. It was the cutest thing ever. So yeah, and I love Newcastle. Newcastle is one of my favourite places. If someone forced me to move out of where I live and told me I had to go to a different city, I'd go to Newcastle because it's gorgeous and I love how the accent sounds so good. So yeah, the day after the 7th of April, I just went around Newcastle. We actually found like this kind of bit of roadway in the pavement. They had loads of these like memorial like things for the local heroes. I don't think that they're really memorials, because isn't that when someone's dead, and I don't think all of them were dead people. However, it was just a nice little thing to be like looking at the local heroes. We went to a cat cafe there. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't as good as the cat cafe in Sheffield. You had to take your shoes like off, and my feet were freezing, and there was a hairless cat that was clearly freezing as well, because it was wrapped up in a woolly blanket. It's the first time I've seen a hairless cat, and it was an experience. The cats were lovely. The person that was running it really just was ignoring every customer because she was talking to her friend, and it took us about 30 minutes to order a drink. I'm not gonna lie, I like to be honest, it wasn't the best experience. I'm not gonna name the cafe. I don't have a date written down, but there's a day that I was outside blowing bubbles. I posted it on the 17th of April, so it will have been a bit before that. Actually, that's when I had COVID. I remember, because I'd been just staying in my bedroom. I was like, well, if we sit in the garden and I just stay right at the other end of we've got like one of those outdoor sofas. I was like, if I stay at the other end of it, then that's fine. And I brought bubbles out to entertain myself with. On the 29th of April, I was pointing at a moth in a bathroom. You need to know that. That was also the same day that I put heart stopper leaves on my phone case, which I've actually just had to get a new phone case because my other one broke, so it's not got a heart stopper heart sign anymore. It also doesn't have a pop socket, so my pop socket broke. Saturday 21st of May, I went with my friend, we went bowling, and then we wandered around IKEA while we waited for my dad to pick us up. We also went in the arcade at the bowling alley, and I played a game that I think was made for children, not me. We got a Greggs. I definitely got a Greggs. Or did we get a Greggs? Or did I just sit outside? Maybe we didn't get a... I don't actually know. But this is my favourite picture I've ever taken, genuinely. I think it looks really aesthetic and like you'd find it on Pinterest. The next thing that happened was in June, on the 16th, which was my 19th birthday. It was very sunny. I was outside all day pretty much. It was very good. I enjoyed it. I think in the picture, the skirt was a present for my birthday and the glasses were a present for my birthday. I had other presents, but honestly, I can't remember what they were. The day after, I had a tan. From the pictures I'm looking at. Oh, that shirt as well was a present for my birthday. Then I cut my hair really short on the... I don't know when. Or 25th of June, or the 24th. I might have done it the 24th of June, and then taken pictures the day after. I really liked my hair that length because it was really easy to do everything with, like really easy to wash, dry, and it was like more bouncy because there was less weight in it. I just think it looked nice. Then I went to Greece. I went to Kos with my mum and my dad, and yeah, it was so good, like so good. We did so much stuff while we were there. We saw lots of cats, went to lots of restaurants, did lots of shopping. It was very relaxed, like, you know, but the shops there were just like incredible, honestly. Came home on the 4th of July, and then we had a bit of chilled out time, and then on the 9th of July me and my mum went to Victoria Keys markets, which I'd been wanting to go to for a while because I'd actually never been to the Victoria Keys in Sheffield. So yeah, we had True Love's Pizza, which was incredible. I just had a little wander around and it was lovely. That day also we walked back up into town, and it was Sweden versus they were wearing orange. Is it like the Netherlands, Finland, something? I don't want to upset people, but it was so bright. The streets were so bright because all the Swedish people had the yellow and blue on. So yeah, all Swedish fans. They weren't all Swedish, but you know, when they were chanting they were speaking Swedish and I could understand what they were saying. Me and my friend Alyssa went to York. I don't actually have the date that we went to York, but if I can find out what it was, I'll put it on the screen. We went to York to practice going on holiday together. Why we thought that would equate to going on holiday and like we'd get the sense of going on holiday together, I don't know. But it was to practice for when we went abroad eventually. So a bit after that, when was it? Again, I've not got a date. I'll put the date on screen again. We went to London, me and my mum. I went to see Charlie's Bedroom from Heartstopper. It was in Waterstones, Piccadilly in London, and it was incredible. So good, it was so detailed, and I had a great time. And then obviously travelling to London, you're not just going to go and do one thing, so we went around London. We went on a little walk around, then we went on one of the boat tours. I took some cool pictures. Again, all these things you can look at on my Instagram. We went to St Catherine's Dock Marina, which if you've never been to that, it's incredible. It's so nice. The boats there are insane. Like, me and my mum were going, I'd have that boat, I'd have that boat. Then I got my cat. Again, I'll put the date on the screen because I can't see a date here. She's smoky, she's adorable, I love her, she's precious. I went to one of the Spanish islands called Mallorca, and in Mallorca I stayed in Puerto Colom with my friend Alyssa. It was lovely, it was so good. We went on some walks at night, we went on a boat tour, and wow, was it an experience. Basically, the thing of the boat was you got on, it went into all of the different beaches around the island, and told you a little bit about them. Then you stopped at Calador, you got off and did some shopping for an hour, then you got off 45 minutes, something like that. Then you went back to where you got off the boat to get on a boat. We got back on, but a different boat, do you know what I mean? Got back on a boat. That took us back to a few more beaches, like hidden in these little coves. And then we went out to sea, and then this little fishing boat was in front of us, and it sprinkled some food into the water, and then the dolphins came out, and yeah, that was one of the most incredible things I've ever witnessed. Was seeing the dolphins. It was so good, so good. I never thought I'd get to see dolphins. It just seemed like a far away thing that would never happen, and honestly, if you ever get the chance, I would go and see some dolphins. So we saw that, and then the boat stops somewhere and lets you swim. It's got these big slides. Now, let me tell you, there's some reels of me going down the slides, by the way. So my friend couldn't do it because of her knee. I was like, honestly, I'll go and check and see if I think you could do it. It was so rough. There was kids screaming and crying that couldn't get back on the boat because you go down the slides and then you have to get on a ladder and crawl back up. And the boat was literally like going up and down like that, and like at one point I was like, this boat is gonna land on my head. And it was a catamaran, like it was a full-size boat, and it was going up and down and up and down, and it was genuinely terrifying. On the back, when you went down the biggest slide, there was a staircase kind of to get back onto the boat, and the stairs were going up and down, and I grabbed onto them and they threw me in the air and then like splashed me back down in the water. I inhaled so much seawater, not inhaled, like swallowed. It was horrific, it was horrible, but yeah, it was a good experience in all, and I did keep going down the slide, so it can't have been that bad. And then we got off, and that is when I realised that I have kind of the opposite of travel sickness. It's disembarkment syndrome I got, which made me feel like I was still on a boat when I was on dry land. And that night I sat at the table that we were eating at in our all-inclusive hotel, and I dropped my cutlery and grabbed the table, and my friend's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm folding. And I felt like I was at this angle, I felt like I was being tipped like this, and I was holding on, like trying not to fall, and she was like, we're staying still, and I was like, I know that, but like it also doesn't feel like that. And that night when I was trying to sleep, it was like the bed was still, but it looked like all the walls were going up and down, like I could see like the floor, the skirting boards, is that what they're called? They looked like they were like moving. It's horrible, but I had a great time. Then we came back, and the day we came back, so we came back at night, and we came back on the 5th of August, or no, 6th of August we came back, and that day, so I came back the 6th of August at night, and the 6th of August in the morning, so I had like maybe 3-4 hours of sleep. Me, my mum and my mum's friend went on a, do you know when you call your mum's friend auntie, that kind of situation. We went on a walk, and we went to see the Sheffield Manor Lodge. We had like a history talk there, and it was really lovely. Then I dyed my hair red for the first time, which, as you can see, it's still red. It is a different colour red, like it's more of a dark red. I like this red, but yeah, I dyed my hair red. Well, my mum dyed it red, let's be honest, the first time. Then I went and I did one of the most exciting things ever. I went on my first solo trip. I went to Leeds by myself. It was great. I also saw Joe Lycett while I was there. I ate by myself in a restaurant while I was there. Like, I was like planning to order takeout, and I was like, do you know what? No, I'm gonna go and sit in that Pizza Express and eat by myself at a table for 4. And it was brilliant. It was lovely. I went to the Royal Armouries Museum, and like I said, I saw Joe Lycett, and then I stayed there overnight in my travel lodge that I stayed at, and it was absolutely fine. If you're scared about going somewhere by yourself, honestly, just go for it, just do it, because it was great. And that was on, so the day I got to Leeds was the 14th of September, and I stayed there until Joe Lycett that night, and then the 15th I woke up, spent a little bit more time in Leeds, and then went home. And I actually planned it really well. So I asked my dad, basically my dad works near the train station, so I asked him what time he would be finished and got the right train to get back at the same time that he would be finishing work, so that he could just take me straight from town. Then on the 24th of September, me and my dad went to Bakewell in Derbyshire, and we just had a very nice time. It was lovely. I had a burger, my dad had fish and chips, and then we got some churros, and it was lovely. We saw some fish, some ducks, some dogs playing. It was lovely. 5th of October, me and my mum went to Kelham Island, and I did cute makeup. And then, what day was this? 15th of October, I went to my dad's sisters, so my aunts on my dad's side, and I got to play with her little doggy Barney, who I absolutely adore. And then on the 19th of November, so that's October, yeah, I mean that's quite a jump with not doing anything, but 19th of November, me and my friend went to the Christmas markets, which were lovely. We were cold, but we had such a good time. I don't even know if we basically bought food, I think. I don't even know if either of us bought anything that day. Oh, I did. I bought my mum's Christmas present, which she absolutely adores. It's like a mirror, compact mirror that you put in your purse, and it says The Limit on it, which is a club bar, something like that, that she used to go to, but it doesn't exist anymore. And she always goes on about it, and I saw it and I was like, I have to get her that. So yeah, I did buy something that day. Tuesday 22nd of November, I saw some men cleaning a building in town, like, do you know when they abseil down it to clean it? I just thought that was really cool. And then it was Christmas, and I went to my dad's sisters again for Christmas. Yeah, I had a lovely time. My dad and his sister cook exactly the same. Like, the food was just like my dad had made a meal. It was insane. And again, I got to play with Barney, and my cousin was there and his girlfriend, and yeah, I had a very good time. And now it's the day before New Year's Eve. Is today New Year's Eve, or is tomorrow New Year's? Yeah, tomorrow's New Year's Eve, the 31st. And that is hopefully when this video is going up, and today is the 30th. So I'm filming this now, I've got to edit it and get it ready to be posted very fast. So I just wanted to do a little wrap up of the year, because I've loved this year so much, like, so much. I've already got my January 2023 on my calendar on my wall. Like, I'm very ready for next year. I've got a lot of planned stuff that I want to do. From my 20 before 20 list, I've already got a playlist of the things that I've completed on that. I will link it like up in whichever corner it is, and in the description as well, so you can watch the things that I've already completed from that list. Because I have 2 New Years basically. I do a New Year when it's my New Year, and a New Year when it's the world's New Year, you know, New Year's Day and my birthday. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm also very cold, which is why I've been wearing this for the video. I've got my joggers on, my fleece on, and my beanie on. Oh wait, I don't know if you've been able to see them all through the video, but look at my earrings. It's a little cat. I got them from the Victoria Keys market. Like, subscribe, turn post notification bells on, and comment what you were most proud of completing, doing, achieving, whatever you want, in 2022. I would say mine is going on a solo trip. So yeah,